Okay guys, good morning. This is the Dax Daily. We got some very powerful weakness coming in here. That's an up thrust on the daily, coming off a sideways movement here. So essentially Dax, we saw this up move here. Look at the volume. This bar here, this was all sellers. It sent the market sideways. Probably if we have a look at this inside, it was a very difficult week last week, trading wise. That's because there was distribution. It's messy. And now we've got definitely a chart change dynamics on the DAX here. So I'm going to be looking for sells underneath, probably. I mean, the DAX is a little bit tricky because we're right on we got a support right under us here. There is some buying here, so I would prefer to sell DAX today underneath 13,140, 13,130, with a move down into the next level down, which is 12,980. So potentially, looking for an open range breakdown, looking for this weakness on the daily to play out. Although DAX can be a bit of a pain in the arse because look, we saw one here and it didn't actually pay any attention to it, right? So DAX is a bit like this. It can look weak, and then when we get the open range, it's not actually weak. So what I'm going to do, basically going to look for, this was a beautiful trade yesterday. I played this one on the upside. I didn't trade the downside on the DAX yesterday. We got a small gap down in Asia here, and we got some support underneath of us here. Okay, so when we look at trading the open range, what we do basically is we plot the open range high and low. I didn't wait for the open range breakout of DAX because that would have been here. So you plot the open range high and low, which is this line, and yesterday was that line, and then you look to see how does that first bar open. This one opened near the top, closed near the top, sorry. So we have already the uptrend. This one closed near the top. A little bit of danger here because there was some supply entering the market here. But what happened here was when this came down, it got bought here. Okay, so for me, this was solid. This was a give me trade because this background here, right? So here we had major major demand coming in the market, ultra high volume. This was potentially stopping volume. This was a shakeout, and then we had retesting on here. And look at the volume on that bar. That was a give me. One of the guys was asking about this. Why did I take this trade so early yesterday? This here is a give me, yeah. And my stop was down here on the chandelier stop, so it was a very narrow stop. I actually got into this at 245. I didn't take the whole ride up. I took 50 points only because the market is a bit shaky these days. I mean, until yesterday, this was a typical day in the markets. Bullshit trading day, very difficult. Yesterday was a sweet day. These days are few and far between in this market conditions right now. So that's why I think the markets are on the verge of collapsing, because the up moves are kind of not powerful up moves. They're very shaky up moves. There's a lot of supply in them. There's a lot of this kind of bullshit moves, like this. There's like suddenly you drop and suddenly you go up again. This is okay, traps and shakeouts and all these things. This is how buying should work, smooth with testing, preferably some down bars in this move up, and then we see heavy selling on the way down, this was actually a lovely move yesterday. Very nice move. And this might be because of China. I don't really know, don't follow the news. Might be because of the impeachment of Trump. It might just be that Europe in general is a pretty crap economy. So we're looking for potentially more weakness on DAX today. I wouldn't mind a bit of a gap close here at open, and trying to sell off here. It would give me some room before we came down into this support level to get my stops to break even. But as long as we got the 30-minute trending down, which we are right now on the Bollinger Band, the 30 minutes trending down, the 1 hour we're underneath the Bollinger Band, right? The 4 hour we're coming out of this sideways channel. We had this up thrust here, we got this down move here. This is quite a lot of weakness. I would love a breakdown of this level, 13,140, down move into 13,980-ish, somewhere around there. We got a little bit of support under us here, but I think if this breaks down, we'll just collapse through that 13,100 level with a nice powerful markdown bar. Markdown bars are usually on high volume, so we just go plug through there. So what I would be looking for on this particular trade today, I would look for a punch down through this 13.140 markdown bar straight through 13.103. I probably would put my, I'll probably try and get either a buy up here, sell, sorry, not a buy, a sell there, or a sell here. And then what'll happen is I'll be looking for a markdown through 13.103. I'll be looking for an up move, no demand, and I'll be adding to that sell order, and then targets 12.980, somewhere around there, okay? Safe trading out there, people. That's my trading plan for today. And if this breaks to the upside on the open range, then I'll probably sit out of Dax, because we got this supply above us, all right? This is very, very major sign of weakness. So, you know, I'm preferring sells. I wouldn't like to really buy this chart right now. I think it's major weakness after this move here. Sideways, fake breakout, came back down. I think this is going to be weak. I don't want to buy this today. I'd rather buy above here. I'd rather buy if it got above this point here. Sounds stupid, but that's just my preference, because this is major weakness, okay?